Hi, this is David Davis from TrainSignal and VMwareVideos.com, and this is a special impromptu vChat. I'm here at the Central Ohio Regional VMware User Group. I'm honored to be here with Ben Shearer from VMware.
Hey, great to be here. Thanks, David.
Thanks for coming on, Ben. So today we're going to talk about the new VMware vCenter Operations Manager Tell Your Story Contest.
Yeah, great. So first of all, thank you because you are one of our honored panelists. So what this is, it's a contest we're running. We're looking for vCenter Operations Manager customers who have really found value with the product, have a good story to tell, and something very compelling that your colleagues in the industry would like to learn more about the product, how you've used it in your own environment, and also it's an opportunity, best part, an opportunity to win a free ticket to VMworld, also speak at a session.
Wow.
And maybe, David, you might even be one of the panelists on the session and talk, and you'd be able to tell your own story. So this is really exciting. And then at the end of the day, we all go out to dinner somewhere really nice. So you get to help me pick that menu out as well.
Okay.
This contest is going live on Wednesday, May, what's tomorrow?
The 23rd.
23rd, yes,
Yep.
Thank you. And we'll run it for about 6 weeks. We'll have total details posted out on VMware.com/go/vCOPS-story. All right,
Okay.
And that's where you can sign up. That's where you can submit your story, look at all the rules and regulations and everything that goes along with it. And we'll also be announcing it at the Community Roundtable VPod.
All right, with John Troyer.
Yep.
Tomorrow, actually, and I'll be on there as well.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah, so we're really excited, like I said, and this is also available not only for North America or Americas for VMworld in San Francisco coming up in August, but also for our EMEA customers for VMworld EMEA. So there's two prize packages there.
Okay. So let's say someone is today a vCenter Operations user, and they like the product. What type of information are you looking for them to submit?
Well, anything about your overall experience with the product. We've just heard some really enthusiastic feedback on, it helped me find this problem. This is something normally I wouldn't have known before.
Okay.
Anything to do with finding health issues, bottlenecks, even capacity and optimization. The use of, the metrics that are kind of the foundation, the analytics that are the foundation of the product. So we have a self-learning behavioral analytics foundation helps you. It goes out and learns your environment and provides kind of an automated view, understanding both, kind of thresholding and alerts and everything kind of out of the box. And even if for the more advanced users, there's an ability to actually build custom dashboards around application views, that type of thing, super metrics. We're interested in hearing those stories as well.
Okay.
There is a second prize available too, which includes like a gift prize, like a gift card, and a bunch of VMware swag, which everyone likes. So.
Cool. So, so that's for people who currently use vCenter Operations,
yes.
existing customers.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to be a licensed customer.
Okay.
So there are ways around that too. Some of you who have purchased maybe Essentials or Essentials Plus, last year we ran a promo. You get free 10 licenses, I think, that came with it. So even if you were playing around with it or you have those licenses installed, use that as your base case. And and we're also running a promo on Advanced right now. So look up on the product page on VMware.com and understand how you can get Advanced for half off.
Wow.
Just in time to enter the contest.
Okay. So it could be even for small shops. It doesn't have to be some massive enterprise.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah. This is all sizes from your small to medium business up to enterprise, global enterprise.
Okay. Cool. We'll look for more information on the contest. And then, before we go, I wanted to briefly talk a little bit about vCenter Operations because it's a relatively new product, and I think a lot of VMware admins out there are even, still going, oh, I didn't know VMware had a performance, capacity management tool. For those people, what do you tell them?
Well, it's interesting. So I just did a session today at the VMUG, and I did a raise of hands, and maybe just a small fraction of them really even knew about vCenter operations, and got a lot of excitement in the room because what we've really done is looked at a new foundation to manage really the dynamic nature of virtualization in cloud. And it's based, again, on the analytics. So when we talk a lot about that, we talk about automated thresholding or dynamic thresholding, automated alerts. So all these things that normally would be attributed to a monitoring tool that would take administration kind of overload or workload to manage, is done automatically within vCOPS. And we've really designed this to work with the vSphere cloud environment and the underlying supporting infrastructure. So not only do we take account of vSphere data, but we also take into account, for example, third-party kind of data sources like physical, even into other framework vendor products.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So vCenter Operations was announced, if I recall, at VMworld Europe, I want to say last year. Anyway, there's been a couple revisions.
Yes.
It's not just a version 1.0 product.
No, it is not. So as you may remember, maybe a couple of years ago, we acquired a company called Integrian, which is basically, it was an analytics-based tool. It was like prime technology, and we thought this is a great technology we can mold to really fit the model for cloud, which we did. Last year we announced, at the beginning of the year, about March timeframe, we announced version 1.0 of vCenter Operations Management Suite. Then just this past fall at VMworld Europe, or EMEA, we announced the 5.0 version, and we became GA right about first quarter, about the end of January.
Okay.
Of the product.
Okay.
And that just showed kind of our demonstration. It kind of demonstrated our dedication to this product and how quickly we're moving with it and doing the integration and really making this a very useful product for the VM administrator as well as the overall operations group.
Yeah. One of the things that struck me first about the product when I used it is I thought it had a really appealing, it has a beautiful interface. It's pretty, and I like that, I admit. And then the other thing is it uses these scores. It has different index scores. Which is different from from just looking at a traditional chart or graph. So it's sort of over time it learns about your environment, and it has grades. Like in school, it has a grade for particular types of resources.
Yes, so it's interesting you say that because it's really built on like 3 of those score metrics, those badges we call them, right?
Okay.
So health, risk, and efficiency. So health is immediate issues, right? Where are your bottlenecks? What resources are causing those bottlenecks? Where do you have to go to fix issues? And again, it's taken from the metrics that are gathered and processed through the analytics, right? So we don't look at just a couple metrics in your system. Like if it's disk latency, we don't go right to % ready. We look at what everything contributes to that latency issue, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So it might be 4 metrics, but we'll pull out what the constraining factor is. Is it a memory or is it a disk I/O? And we'll tell you, basically, pull out these are the 4 metrics or 5 metrics that have that vCenter Ops used to come to this conclusion.
Okay.
So that's what you have to look to troubleshoot.
Okay.
So that's kind of the beauty of, like I said, as we've grown in virtualization and as vSphere has grown as a platform, thousands of metrics have been exposed, thousands and thousands. And, vCenter is almost impossible to look at those and correlate them and everything. And that's why we've looked for tools, right, to help us with that. And we thought, well, what's the next step here? And it has to be some type of analytics foundation to make sense of all this.
So it comes in 3 different versions, is that right? vCenter Operations?
Actually, 4.
4 different versions.
So we have standard, which is just the health performance metrics. We have advanced, which is health and performance and capacity and optimization. And then we have enterprise, which includes the previous 2, including VCM or configuration management. It allows you to look at configuration and performance capabilities as well as configuration management on the vSphere environment. Also chargeback and vCenter Infrastructure Navigator, which is our application dependency mapping and discovery capability.
And then the fourth one is
so that's Enterprise Plus, and that's more of, you walk for larger enterprises that have existing framework technologies already laid down. So they want to look to augment what investment they've already made in maybe a larger legacy framework to satisfy their needs in the cloud. So we'll use adapters to get external data sources and to providing a more comprehensive picture, like I said, into both physical and virtual.
And then the new one is the fourth VDI version? Is that right?
There is a new version out, just got released last week called vCenter Operations for View. So it is a VDI version. It essentially does view operations monitoring management, looking at everything from the client to the intermediary, desktop, network, backend, vSphere backend, and tying it all together. All based on that analytics engine.
Okay. And performance tools in virtual desktop environments are really critical. I mean, if an end user says, hey, Word's running slow, I mean, there's just so many different pieces to that to figure out why.
And it's funny that you say that, because it's not just the operations piece, like vCenter operations, but it's also the application end user experience using the application. So you can even go deeper and monitor the application pieces of it. So there's a ton out there. That there's a lot of gaps that need to be filled in the VDI space. And our customers are really happy when we use this product.
Cool. And something else I like about the product is it's deployed as a virtual appliance. So you don't have to burn a Windows license and install a Windows app. You just download the virtual appliance and deploy it right into your vSphere environment as a virtual machine.
So virtual appliance for the standard edition, a vApp for the subsequent editions, because there are different applications that we deploy. But it is nicely packaged as a vApp and can be easily deployed that way as well.
Cool. Well, I appreciate your time.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. And make sure you check out that contest. If you're a vCenter Operations Manager, existing customer, make sure you check it out. You could win a trip to VMworld and, who knows, dinner with Ben and I. Or
and drinks, too.
That's right. Or if you're not a vCenter Operations Manager user, go out to VMware's website and you can evaluate it, for free for
60 days.
60 days.
So we actually give you 60 days to put the analytics out there for a couple weeks to actually gather useful data and then actually work with it.
Who knows? I mean, it could solve performance problems,
right out of the box.
very quickly. So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of vChat, the latest in virtualization and cloud computing news and how-to. Eric, Simon, and David want your feedback, so send questions or ideas for future vChat topics to vChat@trainsignal.com.